Hi, hello, and welcome to episode 14.2 of our podcast called D.D.D Discussions. Why 14.2 if you haven't listened to the first one, 14.1? We decided to split those episodes into two parts, like the episode into two parts, because we yapped a little bit too much about the concert. So part one was actually just about our journey to Berlin and sightseeing, me being a tourist, and also about Fansign, pre-queuing, etc. Soundcheck as well. And this episode is just going to be about, the actual concert, snapshots, and our goodbyes. So, that's why I'm actually doing it alone right now, because we recorded the episode yesterday, and today's Thursday, so hi! Luma from the future here. But yeah, let's get into part 2 of this week's episode. Just take it as a sorry that we didn't upload something last week. And now,
After all of that, the other people like without VIP packages got also into the venue, but it was also thingy that there was like general admission and premium admission. We had to go like upstairs on like the balcony, so the people with premium admission without VIP package could go in front of us because we had a VIP package, but we only had general admission. It was a little bit chaotic too. It's chaotic to actually explain, but if you know about it, if you like just somewhere read about it or anything about the rules, it's not that complicated to actually
to
do
it, yes,
and understand and everything, yeah. But yeah, after all of that, we pretty much actually had still the same spot after soundcheck because nobody went into the corner. It was so funny to see like from the balcony. We were like waiting till all the people who get to like go in front of us went in and everything, stood there, and it was like just in the middle of the stage was like this bubble, and if you go to like the right or the left side more, it got like thinner and thinner, and there were like less people standing at the corner. So we were like, oh, we will go to the same corner as we were at soundcheck, and like we were in third, fourth-ish row actually.
No, I was sixth-ish, I think. I was a little more behind.
Yeah, I was a little bit more in front. But still pretty good view.
Yes. Also, our like friend joined, like with general admission. He was literally standing kind of behind us. He was just leaning onto the wall because they were like really, really short girls, and they were like, "What?" They were like, "Are you gonna stand in front of us at the concert as well?" And he was like, "No, I can move to the back. It's not that bad." It was so
because
cute.
like he is very tall. He's like
he's like
190 meter. I don't know what that's in feet.
Yeah,
but almost 2 meters.
Yeah, so basically he's a giant.
Yeah.
But yes, that was also very cute. We had like the corner we know. We also got to know another girl from Germany, then we got to know one from Austria, and then we were literally like the Ukrainian girl, the Czech girl, the Italian girl, you, me, and at the little back like guy friend. So yeah, it was like a small corner. And also met another German girl like to my left, because the other girl next to me was literally holding her arm so that we both couldn't really see well. And I was just like, hehe, sorry. Could you maybe put your arm down? The girl behind you can't see, and I also can't see actually, kinda. And then another girl in front of us was holding her phone like, Jesus Christ. She had like the phone case-ish where you need to clap, like you can close it and open it, and there was like the side-ish on the like the left side. So I literally just tapped at her like once and once, like, girl, because of your phone case, we both can't see as well. And you're holding your phone up higher than Jesus Christ. Please put it a little down and maybe try to close it a little bit because we can't see at all. That was my only two experience with a little bit annoying stuff. But the rest, it was kind of fine. The girl in front of me was also very annoying with her hair kind of put up into a bun thingy. And the bun was there very messy, so it was literally just, when I filmed, the only thing I could see sometimes was her purple hair, but it was okay. I could see, my phone couldn't see. I don't care.
Yeah,
You had it worse.
Jesus Christ. I am also pretty tall outside. Like, I'm not small, I could see everything. But there was one girl in front of me, and I could even understand them talking shit because I think they were also from Ukraine or maybe Russia, I don't know, but they were talking Russian, and I could understand all the shit they were talking. Jesus Christ. That girl was about as tall as I was, and I have the right concert etiquette. My phone is never higher than my own face, my head, and everything. So other people can't see behind me. Like, I also don't like get told, yeah, why don't you go in the back? You're tall. Okay, just because I'm tall doesn't mean I have to go into the far back, but I actually also look after people that are beside or behind me-ish and don't put my phone with like a straight arm up into the sky so nobody could see anything but my phone. But the girl in front of me, she was doing that the whole time. So like the members that were right in front of us, which were actually Hyunbin and on the far right side, and both of them my baseline. So when she put her phone up, I can see anything. And she and her friends, actually very much noticeable, are all on stands. And Jesus Christ, every time he was in front of us while performing or anything, they were screaming and jumping as loud and as high as they could. And that girl was jumping so much, and she was already tall. Like, yeah, obviously you want to vibe to the music and anything. I don't want to ban jumping or anything. But the thing I do is I don't leave the ground with my feet because I don't want to get any taller than I already am. Normally, I just bend my knees and kind of go up and down like that, or the maximum thing I do is go a little bit on my tippy toes and back down and like bounce like that. So I just get a centimeter taller than I already am, but I don't full on jump and almost actually face plant. Like she was, at one point, she was actually almost falling down because she was jumping so high and hard. And Jesus Christ, they were. I'm sorry, they were very much exhausting.
Annoying. Yeah.
Those
And they were screaming
two
so hard.
girls, there was every time almost in front of us, like they were screaming so much.
Nothing
Even
against that one,
when
but
he
she
was
was very
talking,
high-pitched.
no. But even when he was like talking, it was time for men's and stuff.
Yeah.
They were screaming so freaking much, and I was like, Jesus, girl, when they talk, let them talk.
That's something I also like. When someone started almost talking, people were screaming so much, and I was literally just said, please let them speak more than one sentence. Let them finish
Yeah.
what they wanted to say, not in the middle of their sentence or like at the end of the sentence. And he already started, almost started to speak, and then it was just and I was like, Jesus, I miss Korea for that one because during men's it was quiet. It was only the time when people wanted like they spoke 5 sentences. They were finished with the sentence. They also had like the you can now scream moment, face-ish, kind of body language-ish. Then you scream, and then they speak again, maybe for like 10 sentences. Not possible in Europe, I guess. Sorry, not sorry.
No, really not. Like our corner, like what I also heard from people on like social media and stuff from the other side of the venue. Also during soundcheck, our side corner-ish was the loudest, and I could already tell by those girls that were.
I mean, it's
like
kind of fine.
not really
If it's
nothing
during songs and stuff.
Yeah, during
like,
the songs, I don't freaking care.
Songs,
but men's, please.
Not during them talking. Maybe
Yeah.
like at a point where they stop talking.
Yeah,
and
but
talking,
not
and then
during a sentence.
Yes.
I want to listen to them. I want to hear them actually and listen what they talk. If you don't care, then shut up.
Go. Go away, Anna. No, but
Go away,
literally,
Anna.
that was something I was also because I just know, as I said, 99% of that venue could for sure not understand them when they spoke Korean, and they spoke a little Korean sometimes. So I was trying my best to understand them before the translator came, and even when the translator tried to translate it, the people were already screaming, and I was like, Jesus Christ, you can't even hear what they were saying.
Yeah.
Yes, but in general, the concert was actually very, very fun. They had a very good song, Q-ish set list. Thanks. Very They had a very good set list. It was exhausting, but it was fun as hell. Because
the normal
it
set list wasn't that exhausting.
I mean, it was. Oh yeah, okay. If you mean the 5 times thingy, then maybe that one was exhausting.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
Yeah. So, basically, the concert itself was pretty good. Like the members had a lot of fun. You could see that one.
Yeah.
The mood
The
in the venue
vibes
was
were
also very
good.
good.
The mood, yeah.
Yes.
The energy.
And what was your favorite performance, by the way?
Performance,
if you could choose one.
No. No,
Okay.
just no.
Because I think mine could have been about the show. Or blah blah. Because right now I'm obsessed with both songs, so yeah. And then just know that I love the picchio part in I think it was Paola. Because I screamed that one very hard. And I swear I can't listen to my recordings because I sound like a demon. But it was fun though.
Yeah.
And also the challenges were fun. The challenges were fun as well.
Yeah. The kind of little bits they had in between, like there was one thing they had to draw like a piece of paper with a challenge on it. It was like for I think it was Kono. You had to like do the elephant turns and then do Aegyo after. And, yeah. Masabi's challenge was a German tongue twister. Fisher, no, wait, no.
Bro was literally because they don't have f. They don't have the letter f in Korean. They have p. He was. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Hello?
No?
The tongue twister goes: Fischers Fritz fischt frische Fische, frische Fische fischt Fischers Fritz. Yeah, it's something like that. It's like I don't.
A fisher called
is
fishing fresh
fish.
I think there's an actually English version as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think there's an English version.
It's that tongue twister, and like as I've already said, because there is no F sound in Korean, it was pish, 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 pish.
But it was cute. It was very cute. It was very funny.
Yeah, and like at the beginning, it was just sounding like he was like going for the hardest rap ever because he had the beat and everything, and it just sounded like he was rapping his whole life out with his whole soul, like pish, 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 pish. It was so funny though.
It was good.
그 카운트 한번 쓰고 5, 6, 7, 8 비셔츠 프리즈 비셔츠 비셔츠
Yeah, but what think about the challenges? What can you remind me what happened if they failed the challenge?
Oh yeah, they had to do a sexy dance. And I think we got triple killed by everyone. No, we got killed by everyone. It was good. I wanted to stay holy.
Five of them had to do it. Wasn't like Minje? No.
I think it was 4 of them. Because
Masami didn't pass. The crowd
Really?
said Masami passed, but
the
members actually said Masami was like standing on the
Ooh.
side, but the ones who passed, it was like Minja and I don't know who also passed. He was like standing on the side,
passed,
and
or?
then, huh?
Didn't Hyunbin pass?
I don't think so.
I think because I just know that Jaden, Yumin, and me had the same reactions to all of the others doing thingy because they were like they were on our side and they were waiting for their turn and they were like, oh my Jesus Christ, I can't look at it, and I was just standing there like, Jesus Christ, I can't look either.
Yeah, same. But like Masami thought that he passed, but like the members dragged him. No, you didn't pass. You didn't pass.
True.
Do it now. Do it.
True.
That's why I know he didn't pass.
But it was fun though,
but,
and the VRCs were very good.
Fine,
shoddy.
It was 안녕하세요 fine shit.
Oh yeah, literally, it was damn. I just tell you something. Jaden's abs and Yumin's pretty shoulders and back. Sorry, not sorry. I have a thing for back and shoulders.
Okay. Yeah.
Huh?
No, you simping hard.
Oh yeah, sorry, not sorry. I sim for shoulders. I am an ex-boomer myself. I need to sim for shoulders. Good shoulders and good ears.
Oh Jesus. But yeah. Then like all good. No, the concert didn't come to an end. What I said about the sequence was exhausting. It was the encore. Like they played Gimme Gimme as an encore. Encore, nicht encore. Encore, Jesus.
You're getting to the French one.
Encore, oui, mon ami. They were playing Gimme Gimme, and then it was done. Like the song was done, and then the crowd was had still a lot of energy, and Xavier was just like, drop the beat, and again.
First they went to they were like, yeah, okay, bye. That was our last song after Gimme Gimme, the first Gimme Gimme. They were like, oh yeah, bye, it's time to go. We were all ours, blah blah blah. Then we were like, encore, stuff.
Yeah,
we were just screaming, and then they came back with all ours, and then it was the hell started.
Gimme. Yeah,
it was just 4 times Gimme Gimme.
Gimme
Through. It was literally just 4 times Gimme. It was literally like the alternate.
Gimme. It was never ending Gimme. Like really, never ending Gimme, and never ending Ultra Nice are sitting in the same boat.
Yeah, and never ending D.D.D for the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And never ending, I think, OX for X or Pilocon OX. I can't remember. But it was something that they played 3 times as well. But yeah.
But yeah. After the
After-
concert.
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot of gimme.
Yeah. And after the concert, actually, the people without a snapshot had to leave the venue, and people with the snapshot just had to get a little bit in the back because they were setting up everything in front of the stage. Also, the fan sign was like right in front of the stage, not in an extra room. No, it was all in the same room.
Yes, everything was in the same room.
Yeah, everyone
Not the
had to
toilets.
step back so they can set everything up and anything. And there was still the opportunity to buy snapshots in the bag. So actually, the little Ukraine girl was also kind of thinking, should I get one? And we both got another one. So I was also in the end with 2 snapshots, one with On and one with Hyunbin, which wrecked the shit out of me during the concert.
Yeah,
and that's why he is on my voice right now.
So,
But yeah, actually, I also thought he was born in 2005. But then I found out he is a month older than me. So,
child.
what?
Okay, all of them are all age. Nah, I complimented him for his hair very enthusiastically before. And I was like, oh yeah, complimented a child. Oh no, all of them are all like they're all younger than me, but they're still of age, so yeah.
Everything's fine.
Everything's good.
Yeah. So we were left off with our snapshots. Do you want to start with your snapshots?
Oh, why me? You should start with your very
Should I
happy
start?
explanation about how I taught you the Korean word for dog
Oh, Jesus.
and cat.
Cat, I knew. Come on. But the snapshots first, I went to human snapshot because actually the other girl I was talking with, like the Ukraine girl, had also bought the human snapshots. So we went there together first. And I still kind of am sad that I didn't take off my shoes for both of the snapshots because a half a head taller than them and I already crouched down. Anyways.
Oops.
But for Hyunbin, actually, I said like there was one funny thing in the line. Like I was checking out my hair and makeup with my phone camera, like the inner phone camera, and then a staff member actually came up to me and was like, "Yeah, no phones because we also weren't allowed or able to record anything or take pictures with our own cell phones during." The snapshot. She was like coming back to me like no phones and everything. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just checking out. And in the middle of my sentence that I wanted to explain, I'm just checking out myself. I just crouched down and just was there like on the floor, like checking everything. It was also kind of pretty funny. And also then the girl I was with also crouched down and checked everything. And then I saw a couple people behind us also doing the same thing.
I just love how you did it, and I was literally just like standing, and I was like, "Yep." At this point, I don't care how I look. We got drenched from all members, so yeah. We got
water bottles and
we were literally
boy group concerts are going hand in hand.
At first,
and like after the first
like,
throw, we were like, "No, we still have snapshots." And like in the end with Mikini, I didn't even give a shit anymore.
Yeah, we were literally like, "Just water us." That's the only way I get water because I don't drink water anyways.
Yeah, you were just because of that. But yeah, with Hyunbin, I actually have like a cat ear pose because you had like the chance to choose from 3 poses. If you had like the standard snapshot, if you had the premium snapshot, you could choose out of 5 poses you could do with them. So like the staff member asked me what pose and I like showed it to her, and then I went up to Hyunbin and said it actually to him on Korean, which Luma taught me very nicely before. And he also kind of complimented my
Your Korean?
Aussprache auf Englisch.
Pronunciation.
Pronunciation. Thank you.
I gotta leave that one in because it's cute. I gotta cut that one out though.
Thank you. Like he complimented my pronunciation and like, oh, you're so your Korean is very good, and I was like, because the staff member already took like the picture, and I could only say thank you afterwards, and I also didn't have much time to say. He like Human and I didn't have much time to say anything else because I got pushed away. So the next person can have their photo. Chick chick, machi machi.
Taken.
Taken. Yeah.
Chick chick machi machi. Chick chick boom hoo. Chick chick machi machi.
Sorry. And yeah, then the other girl had to actually already go because
that was her only.
She got picked up. Yeah. She got picked up in the after the concert in the evenings, so she had to go because her mother was already there and everything. I don't know. So after that, I got into the line for Aunt's snapshot, and I got there in line. Yeah, or again talked with the people in front of me because K-pop concert always the same thing, or K-pop events every time the same thing. Talking with people in the line, it was like this girl in front of me, and I was just like, she was talking with friends of hers who were standing next to the line, and then I was just intrusive thoughts one. I just said what I was thinking because she was bald, like had like a very light buzz cut thingy going on, and I was like, damn, life must be pretty easy to not worry about your hair in this moment right now, huh? Because I was again fixing my hair and everything, and then she laughed it off, and we talked a bit. But there was time for Aunt's snapshot. The staff member this time didn't even ask me what pose to do, and I just went up to An, and with An I had like a dog ear pose, matching cat ear with dog ear, cat cutie. A lot of people did that, but I don't care. It's cutie, I like it. And I again said it to him on Korean, and he also complimented my pronunciation. Again, I can't say anything because the photo was taken. But after that, I could say thank you. And on fully Korean, I to this day don't understand my Korean skills. On fully Korean, asked me if again said it was good and asked me if I'm learning or Korean or anything. And my Korean skills are, I understand him fully. I understood everything he said, but I couldn't answer with a lot of what do they call it? What's the word I'm searching? Confidently. I couldn't respond confidently. So I just responded in English, and then we talked a little bit back and forth about that, and that very much gave me kind of the motivation to actually learn more now and everything, because I understood that bish everything he said, but I couldn't answer, and that kind of triggered me. But yeah, that was kind of my redemption for my fan meet. My snapshots experiences were good, and that was it. After that, I just looked for Luma in the venue, saw she was still in line, and now it's your turn to talk about your experience.
Yeah, to be fair, mine was funny as well, because my fansign was funny and my snapshot was actually funny. It was just more chill kind of for me with the fansign. No, not fansign, but snapshot. Because I was in line with for Xane first, even though I looked at the human's line because it was right next to like Jaden's line, and I saw that people were moving faster and everything. I was like, oh, please don't say last call for humans soon, because I might leave my my spot at Jaden's line would be gone, and I need to do the whole line like again. And I was like, please, because this line was very full. He was sold out. Anyways, I think he's also.
We also had a curfew at the venue, and the staff members were kind of very stressed out.
Yes. So basically, I was standing in line, and I was also talking to people. And then for Jaden, it was literally like a volunteer staff member that took the pictures, and the guy in Korean asking the people in English which pose, and then just say the Korean pose to Jaden on Korean, and I was like, okay. And I was just fully into Korean mode because my brain was literally like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna talk to them in Korean if I can. Easier for all of us. And I'd said to the staff member, like, koyangi pose, like the cat pose as well, because he also had the cat pose. And the guy looked at me, cat, and I was like, oh, koyangi. So basically, he also said to Jaden koyangi pose, and we were just both flabbergasted that why you asked me English, I spoke, okay. We were flabbergasted as well. And so I went to Jaden, and I don't know what we talked. We just talked like 2 sentences. Or we said like a sentence, and I also said like the koyangi pose, just so like let's do the koyangi pose. And then I kind of leaned into him, and bro went so close, like literally. We maybe like put the pictures, like the pics from the snapshot that we took, pics of the snapshot with blurred faces, obviously, at like maybe here, now, I don't know. But basically, literally, I was next to him. I was just leaning a little bit in. I could feel the heat from his cheek going out. Like, literally, I could feel the heat from his cheek next to my cheek. And I was literally like, my face was just the standard smile that I have. But I worried for a second. I was like, oh my god, you're so close. What am I going to do now? And I just relaxed and I was like, okay, if he's comfy with it, I'm going to be comfy as well. And then I just smile. So I love this pic. I hate my face in pictures normally, but this pig smiling is so cute. So yeah, bro was very close. And I also saw in some other girl snapshots that they were not that close. And I was literally almost on him. And I was like, nah, Jesus Christ. After that, I was always also like, oh, Jesus Christ. That was a lot of not much personal space in between there. But I guess if he was comfy, I was comfy as well. I was like, yeah, okay. Just be comfy. So yeah. That one was it, and then he spoke to me in Konglish. He responded to me in Konglish. I responded to him in Korean. It was very fun though. And I just said, "Oh yeah, the concert today was fancy and whatever," and then went by. And he was very cute, and he also wanted to high five, and I was just like, I read that you can't touch them, so I was like, can I now give him a high five? So I was literally hesitating. Should I? Looking at him, like looking at the sands, him, and then just okay, go for it. Shit. I just hope I don't get deported out of the menu. Okay, now I went to Human's line, and I talked to the girl behind me, and I think she needed to go to another line or something. And then at the front, there was only the volunteer staff member. And Jesus Christ, it was my turn. So I was standing there in front of like the volunteer staff asking me what pose. I said the V pose, the peace pose, kind of. And then I looked at Human, and I was almost going to him, and she was like, "Oh wait, stop." And she needed to change the picture thingy, like the polar pics, because it was empty. So basically, while she was trying to like get the polar pics into it, I was looking at you and you was looking at me, and we were like, "Then now, hi." We were literally kind of awkward first, and then he pointed at me like, "Oh yeah, I remember." Like, "Oh yeah, remember you." And to be fair, I'm kind of easy to remember because of my hair now. But at the moment, I was just literally just like saying, "Nah, you're not remembering me." Like, "안녕." Literally just on Korean, nah. And then I was like, my brain switched and I was like, on Korean. Oh, by the way, sorry that I couldn't speak to you on Korean at the fansign. For my broke ass Korean on the fansign. Because I remember that I couldn't talk to him on Korean. I think I said thank you. Even on English. Or something. I really can't remember. And he was like, "Oh no, your Korean is really good." Fine. Then we needed to take the pic. And the pic is not my favorite pic. I love the pic with Xane, but I just love the interactions with Human. So basically, if you would ask me favorite pic, Jaden, favorite interaction, Human. So basically, we were standing next to each other, doing the peace sign, and then I turned again and I was saying again, like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. No, I'm sorry that I couldn't speak Korean." And sorry for my broke Korean right now as well. And he was like, "Oh no, I was actually very shocked that your Korean is so good." Like on Korean, I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." Then the girl actually was like, the stuff was like, "Yeah, your pic, come, you need to go." And I picked my pic, and while I took the picture and looked at Human back, and I was on Korean. By the way, you had full on bias feeling today. Like literally, 오늘 진짜 bias 같은 느낌이 있었어요. Just straight up rapping the whole line. And he was so cute. He was like, Oh, Shitsuyo, come on! Like, oh my god, oh my, thank you so much. It was so cute. Literally, you could see that he was genuinely happy. Do you say genuinely? How do you pronounce that one?
Genuinely.
Yeah,
You had it.
genuinely.
You had it
Yeah.
once.
Happy about that one. And then he said goodbye, like kind of in Korean. And I was like, bye on English because my brain was not braining. And then afterwards, I just left and I was literally. Laura, I think she took a sip from the water bottle when we meet and her hands were shaking. It was so cute. Aoji was just like, that was actually a pleasant surprise. That was actually very, very cute. I was kind of chill. Just happy and chill. Yeah, and then we went out to the venue.
Oh, point for the water bottle. Actually, what was actually shocking after like the sound check, I got something to drink like a Coke, and it was just €3,
With 1
and
euro.
and you get like a kind of a chip thingy, and if you return like the cup, even though it was a single-use plastic cup, I didn't understand that, you get €1 back. So a Coke for €2 for a concert venue is cheap.
Yep.
Pretty cheap. And the water was in like the kind of packaging juices are in, like the carton thingies.
Yeah.
And it was also just €2. And I was like, what? Come again?
And the funniest part, after the concert, while you were standing in the line for the snapshots to buy, I was literally going to buy another bottle of water. And then they asked, like the staff there at the bar asked me, so what is this now? And I explained the concept of snapshots and how much we pay for them. And they literally were like, you paid €80 just for 2 pics with them. And I was like, yeah, please don't ask about financial decisions. I literally just said, please don't ask about today financial decisions. It's once right now. So yeah.
Yeah.
It was very funny because all of them were literally very much into what I'm saying. They were trying to follow everything. They even asked me more, and I was literally trying to explain it to them happily because it was cute. You normally don't get like it was not like the oh yeah you're doing that. It was more like oh you're doing this, but kind of cool though thingy. It was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
Yeah, and then we went outside after that snapshot thingy. And we waited for our friend to come back from the Airbnb because he took our jackets and everything because it was kind of getting colder.
Yeah, also
And then
water.
Yeah, water, and I think also my AirPods that died anyways, but yeah.
Yeah.
My in-ears. And so he came back, but he still needed some time. And the curfew was at 11. It was a little bit before 11. It was like, should we wait for them to come out of the bus? So basically, the bus was right next to the entrance kind of thingy. And yeah. You want to explain?
Like a couple of people that were at the venue pretty early actually saw all ours going in because the bus, like they went in from a door that was right next to the main entrance where we went into the venue. So there was no back entrance where they could sneak out or something or sneak in.
Yeah.
And their bus, it was like a big bus, like not just a small kind of thingy you normally maybe see because all the staff members and the members were all in one big tour bus. So the bus drove a little bit in front of like the door so they could just go straight and go into the bus. And a couple of people waited there to see them come out and wave them some interactions and thingies and stuff. But first the staff members got outside, like put all the things and bags and stuff inside. And then, which was so kind of funny, to be honest, but I get them. Before the members came out, 2 staff members, like one in the back of the bus where people stood, and one in the front of the bus where people stood, were like spreading their arms out so like no fan is like just running up to them or something. They looked so stressed out, but actually all of the people outside there who waited were so well behaved. Nobody moved in a single inch, like a single step to the front to be a bit closer to them. They were all so well behaved, which actually kind of shocked me, but I was so proud actually. And it was kind of funny to see the staff members stressed out, but also I get that. I get it.
Yeah.
And yeah, then all the members got into the bus, and we could actually see them inside the bus still because the light in the bus was still on. But then, like, the bus driver got inside the bus, turned off the light, and like the whole crowd outside was like, "No, why?" But actually, we stood at like the back of the bus, not in the front where the entrance is and stuff. So we didn't actually have them that close when they came out, but they all mostly sat in the back. And after the light turned off and stuff, they got out their phones and put like the
Either flashlights or
flashlights.
actually even their screens with saying thank you or love you and stuff.
They like put on their flashlights and were like on the window making hearts with the light, or like just putting the light on themselves so we could still see them, like the messages on the phones and everything.
Very, very cute.
So cutesy. They're still doing some interactions and stuff with the people standing back there. It was very cutesy.
It was
also the
cute.
first time for me to kind of see the artists go outside of a venue or wait for them. I never did something like that. It was the first time for me, yes. I never did that, or I never had the chance, but I also never considered it, to be honest. But then I didn't say no or something like because the bus was in front of the main entrance where we also got outside, and I was like, yeah, okay, come, yeah, pretty cutesy and stuff. Yeah, it was a nice experience.
Yeah. Oh, me waving at the OX and XDs leaving venues, and also at all the boys leaving venues. Oopsie! Sorry! Yeah. But to be fair, the crowd in Berlin was even more chill than the sorry, Chinese fangirls waiting for idols to come out of Ishibsa Hall because they were almost running into the street. Like, they were literally running in front almost of the car. And I'm not gonna even talk about Idol Radio and the Japanese fans. I'm not gonna mention them. Jesus Christ. So yeah, the German ones were very well behaved.
Yeah. And the boys were kind of cutesy in the bus there.
Yeah, they were very cute. Yeah, basically they drove by, like they went away, and our friend came up, and we like just said bye to the other friends that we made, and then we also went to the subway actually because we wanted to go to Brandenburger Tor again. And fun fact, while we were on the way to the subway, the bus passed by, like, us passed by again, and we were just waving like bye.
Yeah,
like literally almost everyone left already, kind of. Or was on the way, or way before, and we were like, "Oh wait, is that a bus? Let's just wave, even if they don't see it. Let's just wave, bye bye." And then we just went to the subway. Yeah, and then we went to Brandenburger Tor. We took some videos of us dancing "Gimme Gimme," but we're not gonna release it. Maybe we're gonna release it. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. Yes, and then we went back to the Airbnb, tried to distribute the albums of like 3 albums to people because the other friend didn't want one, and yeah, that was a dilemma. So actually we just did that Tuesday morning after
we like, you got the debut album.
Oh yeah, true. We
I got the Witness album, like the one with Shock, but about Smoke Point.
Yes,
that was the dilemma.
Yeah, but actually we went to sleep though. And then we woke up, and then we just still didn't know how to distribute it. And our friend was like, "Oh yeah, tell me a number between 1 and 60." And I was like 27, and you were 39? 37. And it was literally 30, and I was like, "Oh, they closed on one or what?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay then, give it to me." But I think next time I see Laura, I might give it to her. Just like,
we still paid it 50-50, but
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, but still. But yeah, that's actually the thing. Tuesday was just packing bags and saying goodbye at like 11 because my bus went by 11. And I went home, and I got home at like 11 at p.m. midnight-ish because my trains and bus. Everything was kind of late, so yeah. That was my experience. with traveling.
And I was the last one to leave Berlin, actually. Like, at the subway station, we said bye to our other friend because he had to go to
Yeah,
the
true.
main train station, and we had to go to the bus station because he had a shorter way. Jealous still. So we said goodbye there, and Duma and I said goodbye when her bus went off, and I still had to wait 2.5 hours till my bus even came. And that was also pretty interesting. Yeah, Berlin people, not just once, not twice, not 3 times. I got talked to a lot by strangers, and no, not something I very much miss about Berlin, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I also had my way, and I don't know when exactly I came home-ish. Wait, I came.
It was a
Not
little
sure.
bit before me. I think it was 10 or something.
Not sure.
Or 9:30-ish, but I know you went home. You were home earlier than me. A little bit.
Yeah, it was at like 10-ish. I went home, but when I oh Jesus Christ. When I arrived at Nuremberg, actually, I still had to take my train home, and it was pretty interesting because the way from Nuremberg to my city, where the train normally goes, is actually closed because of some construction works there. So I either had the chance to have one train that like took another route. That I had like only 30 minutes to like get on after my bus arrived, and you never know about like traveling in Germany and being on time is not
Yeah, Dutch bomb.
no. So I sprinted from like the bus station to the train station, a way that should have taken like 7 to 10 hours. I made it like 2 to 3 minutes. Did I say hours? I meant
Yeah,
minutes.
you said
Sorry.
hours.
I meant minutes. Like I sprinted very much in shoes not made for sprinting and a suitcase in my hand. So that was also interesting. And then the price got changed for that train. So instead of 9 euros, it was 35 euros, which I was very not happy about. But my other chances were taking 2 buses, a subway, or 3 buses and a subway, and it would have taken, instead of one, and like normally the way is an hour for me to Nuremberg, when the like road isn't closed because of some construction work. Then with the train home, it took 1.5 hours, and with like the buses and stuff, it would have been like 4 hours. Yeah. So very interesting one, but I made it, luckily.
Yeah, my bus had
Paid that
20 minutes.
shitty 35 euros.
My bus had also 20 minutes delay, so basically I was trapped in Vienna for also half an hour, an hour. I went to McDonald's because I didn't eat the whole day. So yeah. Then I took the train and I was home at 11. Something 11-ish. I think it's 11:30 even. Took a shower and then just went to Discord, Flora. And I
Yeah.
think that's it for everything.
Yeah.
But
It
yes.
was a thing that we both weren't capable of for like the bus ride is All Hours has that song, like they're only slower,
Yeah.
not completely upbeat in your face
More
song.
cutesy song, let's say
Yeah,
that.
cutesy song. And it's called All Hours, like without the H. All Hours without the H. Like, yeah. And we were both not capable of listening to that song
Well,
without
I
being
listened to it,
completely.
but I was just sad.
Yeah, without being sad or on the verge to cry. And
But it's
also,
more
like,
than a week
we were
later, and
still, when I
that's it.
was,
That's you.
when I was still waiting for the bus, Luma was already, like, in the bus and driving home and stuff. We still texted sometimes, like, letting each other up. And I was, like, texting her because I was just, we were both just listening to All Hours on Spotify and Shuffle. And then I was texting her, please give me everything. But just not all hours, the song from all hours Spotify.
Just like
A couple of seconds passed, and the next song, even though I was on the artist on shuffle and the only thing that should have come was all hours, the next thing that came was Park Ji-hoon with
Oh yeah.
like out of the blue. But I was not like that, Spotify. But okay.
Yeah, to be honest, I still haven't. It's 1 week later, a little bit more than a week, so I still haven't edited my videos. But the thing is, I also want to upload them on my PC anyways, on my Festplatte hardware. So yeah, that's why I didn't, and I can't listen to my recordings because I sound like a freaking demon.
I also sound like a demon, but I went through it. I wanted to do it in the bus to like kill some time, but I wasn't able to, so I did it a couple of days after. Like I think on Wednesday last week-ish or Thursday last week-ish, like those both days, and then spammed my whole Instagram story and my highlights. But my Instagram story and my highlights aren't for other people. I don't even care if people watch it or anything. It's just for myself. To when I have PCD, I can just go onto my account, onto my highlights, and see everything.
But let's just quickly update our bias list, by the way. So who was your bias before the concert?
Before the concert, it's it was on because he kind of catched me, and it was also Masami. Well, also kind of faintly in the back, a little bit Jaden, but it wasn't that hard. Yeah. After the concert, well, we had, I don't know their order anymore, but on the far right there was Hyunbin and then On. And I was happy, yeah, On my side. Hyunbin wrecked the shit out of me. Really, like, so much that I considered buying a Hyunbin snapshot, not even a Masami snapshot. I'm sorry, Masami. I'm so sorry you got a little bit degraded, but I still love you, but I don't know. Hyunbin. Now it's actually on Hyunbin and Xaden and Masami a little bit in the back. I'm sorry. Oopsies.
Yeah, basically for me, my bias was Jaden and my bias record was just human, and I had like On in my eye, like caught in my eye because I was like, ah, but he's so cute, but he's a 06 liner, he's 4 years younger than me. He's the same age
What do
as
you want to say about that?
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm not gonna take him into my bias line, obviously. He's just very cute. I like him. I just fancy him because he's just a squeeze ball. He's literally a squeeze ball.
Also his voice.
Yeah, his voice is literally a squeeze ball. It's a robot like creaking. Creak. Literally. Okay, and after the concert, I can proudly say Hyunbin wrecked me at the Fansign because obviously I read the reactions. And also during the concert itself. But my bias still kind of stayed Jaden, and Yumin got really Yumin got first bias. Sorry, the interact switch pressures at the fan at Snapshot. Then Jaden, then Hyunbin, and to be fair, not really, but kind of also Kono. He was just cute. I don't know. He was just there and he was existing, and sometimes his reactions were kind of cute, and he was very slow. And On is just squeeze ball himself. I would love to say him that he's so freaking adorable. I swear, I was literally considering saying, "Oh, no, cure." Like you're just cute at the fans of it, and I was just right that. So yeah, before saying this, I rather stayed silent. But yeah, that's my bias line now. No one got degraded. Oh, maybe saying a little bit, but yeah, sorry.
Sorry, Masami.
But all of them were very cute and very, very squishy, and the performances themselves were also very cool. Like, It was not that bang of a performance, because I might be a little bit spoiled because of Seoul and their performances. It was just the screen and their dancing and music. It was not even confetti though. But it was fine. It was cool. As I would say, member 15 out of 10 songs 11 out of 10 setlist as well. Even though they didn't play Kings and Queens, I'm still mad. But that's another thing.
To them one.
Performance-wise, it was like not performance of them, but like the whole setup and stuff, confetti missing and everything. It was like a 7 out of 10 for me, or a 6 out of 10. But in general, it was a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 concert.
Yeah.
And the experiences were very good, and the interactions, and you could see that they enjoyed being on stage.
I agree.
And I think we have really enough.
It's now, the recording has been since
2.5 hours, I think.
5:57,
Yeah.
and now it's 10:30.
Okay, we took 10:30, 8:30.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, 8:30.
Yeah, but the thing is, we might also cut these two into 2 episodes. I don't know if I can do that one. Maybe. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of stuff to hear. And also some videos, maybe, that we're gonna show. Just need to look at that up. It's also not... We're sorry, we're not gonna upload it today on Wednesday. It's literally Wednesday, 8:30, so that's not even possible. Maybe if we time travel, but no.
Yeah.
Either gonna be uploaded tomorrow or even on Friday. But next week it's gonna be scheduled on time again, hopefully. That's what we said before the break as well last week, but I swear, it's gonna be more regular again. Hopefully.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Because this time we don't have concerts and stuff planned, and we also don't have uni exam, etc. And hopefully our thingies align again, our work schedules. But yes, before we end, songworks, please. And I'm not going to do a drama rec because I also want to do a songwork today. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, we don't need a drama rec. The whole episode is about all ours, so. But Jesus Christ, you're really gonna do that to me to choose
Do
one.
another song. You can also do another group and another song.
No.
I got my 2 picks.
No, I won't do another group, another song right now, obviously. It's an all hours episode, so it's gonna be all hours, obvi. Oh, Jesus. No, you just start. You say your 2 picks.
Okay, my 2 picks are, as I mentioned before, actually as well, Blah Blah and About That Issue. Thank you. Why was Racer in my head? But yeah, About That Issue and Blah Blah, because both of them, I don't know, I just like the, if you wanna talk about that, woo-hoo, now you gotta run without that. Woo-hoo. It's about that. It's so freaking catchy, and the Blah Blah is just, yeah. As I said, I love the pick your part. So yeah, those are my song recommendations of all hours, and my content recommendation of them, because I'm gonna do it like this. It's not a drama, it's content. The one episode from them being in a haunted house. So if you want to start standing them, or if you want to have a good laugh because of the editing and stuff, everything, and the members are very, very cute and funny, watch the haunted house thingy. I don't know how it's called. Wait, let me look that up. I don't know if I can actually translate it though, because my YouTube is Koreaning, and yes, the episode is called Jesus Christ, All Mine, You're Mine.
Episode 6.
Company, yeah, you hear this.
Just episode 6.
Yeah, just episode 6, but it's
they just have one variety show, so it's not hard to find. Okay.
Yeah, but it's actually company themed, and I think I love it because it's also OX also has a company theme thing. I just yeah. Is something called lower your. Actually, I think it's called something with lower your volume, if I'm not wrong. That's kind of funny. I don't know, but it's something called lower your volume.
Interesting.
But yes, Laura, go for it. Your songs. Or song. And not the whole discography.
The whole discography.
No.
Okay, if I had to pick right now, one of my picks, I also get 2 picks because you had 2, so fuck you. One of them would still be Racer. Racer in my heart, very much.
Okay, yeah, Racer.
And now it's getting actually hard. But
3, 2, 1. Yes?
I think my next favorite would also actually be about that issue. If I had to choose, raise your hand about that issue.
Okay, so
Right
in
now.
conclusion, we both have about that issue.
Yeah.
Our song recommendation today is about that issue. That was very delightful. Okay, perfect. Another thing you want to recommend for them? Or just
the whole what? If you want to
whole
cry, no, we're not going down that path.
if you want to cry, watch episode 2 of the Riot Show. Thank you, bye. Okay. I think that's it for today, though. I have enough to cut out today.
Yep.
Or maybe tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it today, I think. Episode is gonna come on Friday. I'm sorry, love you. And I need to look up if I can split it into 2 or maybe into 1 episode. Have fun with it. If you're listening to this outro right now, you're actually at the end of episode 2. If I did 2 episodes, if you're listening to it and it's 1 episode, might be 1 episode. Maybe we're gonna record another one.
Yes.
And another intro as well, maybe. Let's see.
No, actually, this is it for today.
Finally!
Right now. So, as always, it was a lot of fun, and we'll not hear each other. You'll hear us in the next episode. In the next episode, we'll drop. And, well, as always, stay tuned if you have something to add. If you have questions about all ours, or
Yes.
if you also experience one of the concert stops and want to share anything that's happened to you, be free to drop a comment or on Twitter or anywhere on all our platforms. We would love to hear it, actually.
Also, I hope you enjoy the videos that we put in there, maybe somehow, somewhere, of the concert experiences, like the songs and stuff. I don't know if we were able to. And also the pics that we drop, maybe. Enjoy that one. Thanks.
Yeah.
It was hard work.
Have a good one and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Plan all hours. Bye.